Ever feel like you're stuck in a rut, slogging through life with the enthusiasm of a sloth on a Monday morning? Like your to-do list is an endless scroll of doom, and your brain is a tangled mess of thoughts, worries, and that catchy tune you can't get out of your head? Well, my friend, I'm here to tell you there's a better way. A way to transform those mundane tasks into thrilling adventures, those mental cobwebs into sparkling clarity, and that sloth-like energy into a surge of focused power. It's called the flow state, and it's like unlocking your inner superhero. Remember that time you lost yourself in a captivating book? Or got so absorbed in a hobby that you forgot to eat? Or maybe even had one of those legendary coding sessions where the lines of code flowed like liquid gold from your fingertips? Yep, that's flow, my friend. And this video is your guide to mastering this superpower and unlocking a life of effortless success. Now, before you dismiss this as another self-help fad, let me introduce you to Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, the brilliant psychologist who coined the term flow. He described it as being completely involved in an activity for its own sake. The ego falls away, time flies, every action, movement, and thought follows inevitably from the previous one, like playing jazz. Think of a painter so engrossed in their artwork that they lose all track of time, a musician becoming one with their instrument, a chef whipping up a culinary masterpiece with effortless grace, or even a writer crafting words with a sense of joyful abandon. These are all examples of individuals riding the wave of flow. But flow isn't just about feeling good. It's a performance enhancer, a creativity booster, and a key ingredient in the recipe for success. When we're in flow, we tap into a wellspring of focused energy, allowing us to achieve peak performance and unlock our true potential. So, what's happening inside our noggins when we're in this state of blissful productivity? Well, it's like a party in your brain, but instead of awkward small talk and questionable dance moves, there's a symphony of neural activity and a surge of feel-good chemicals. Studies using EEG have shown that during flow, our brainwaves shift from the usual busy bee beta waves to the more chilled-out alpha and theta waves. It's like your brain switches from a bustling city to a tranquil Zen garden, complete with a babbling brook and a miniature Buddha statue. But there's more. A fascinating phenomenon called transient hypofrontality kicks in, which essentially means the prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, takes a little siesta. This temporary shutdown of the executive control center allows for more spontaneous, intuitive thinking, like a jazz musician improvising a mind-blowing solo or a comedian riffing on stage. And let's not forget the neurochemicals. Dopamine, the reward chemical, floods your system, making you feel focused, motivated, and happy. Norepinephrine sharpens your senses and boosts alertness, preparing you for action. And anandamide adds a touch of bliss and makes you feel invincible. This neurological cocktail isn't just a happy accident. It's likely an evolutionary gift from our ancestors who needed laser focus to survive those pesky saber-toothed tigers and mammoth hunts. Flow helped them be fully present, responsive, and, well, not become someone's lunch. Now, let's hop into our time machine and see what those wise old philosophers had to say about this state of effortless action. Nietzsche. This guy was all about pushing boundaries and overcoming challenges like a philosophical Rocky Balboa. He believed in the will to power, a driving force that propels us towards self-mastery. Flow can be seen as this will in action, channeling our energy towards a challenging yet achievable goal, like running a marathon or finally finishing that DIY project you started 3 years ago. Aristotle. This ancient Greek philosopher was obsessed with eudaimonia, which basically means living a flourishing life, like a plant basking in the sun and reaching its full potential. He believed this was achieved through virtuous action and the pursuit of excellence. Sounds like flow to me. Eastern philosophers, Buddhist and Taoist thinkers have long emphasized the importance of mindfulness, being present in the moment without judgment, like a Zen master observing a koi pond. This resonates with the flow state, where we let go of distractions and immerse ourselves in the present experience, whether it's playing with our kids, writing a poem, or simply enjoying a cup of tea. So, as you can see, the pursuit of flow isn't a new age fad. It's a timeless pursuit that has captivated thinkers for centuries. Alright, enough with the theory, let's get practical. Here are some actionable tips to help you tap into your inner flow master. Mindfulness meditation. Think of this as training for your mind, like push-ups for your attention span. Even a few minutes a day can make a world of difference. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, and observe your thoughts without judgment. It's like giving your mind a mini vacation from the constant chatter. Goal setting. Don't just aimlessly wander through life like a lost puppy. Set clear goals, break them down into bite-sized chunks, and watch your motivation soar. It's like having a roadmap for your life, guiding you towards your destination with purpose and direction. Find your sweet spot. Flow happens when the challenge level matches your skills. Too easy? Snooze fest. Too hard? Frustration central. Find that sweet spot where you're engaged but not overwhelmed, like Goldilocks finding the perfect porridge. Ditch the distractions. Seriously, those notifications are the enemy of flow. They're like little gremlins trying to sabotage your focus. Create a distraction-free zone, turn off your phone, and tell your cat to find another lap to nap on. Your brain will thank you. Passion project. Flow comes easier when you're genuinely interested in what you're doing. So, find your passion and pursue it with gusto. Whether it's painting, playing music, writing code, or collecting stamps, immerse yourself in activities that bring you joy and ignite your curiosity. Breaks are your friend. Don't try to force flow. If you're hitting a wall, step away, take a break, and come back with fresh eyes. It's like rebooting your computer when it's running slow. A short walk, a power nap, or a chat with a friend can do wonders for your focus and creativity. Flow triggers. Discover what helps you get in the zone: music, nature walks, a pre-work ritual, and make it a regular part of your routine. It's like having a secret handshake with your subconscious mind, signaling that it's time to unleash your inner genius. Flow isn't just a personal productivity hack. It's a gateway to a more fulfilling life and a better world. Flow is like rocket fuel for your imagination. In this state, you can generate ideas, make connections, and solve problems with ease. It's like having a brainstorming session with your own personal muse. Forget those endless hours of unfocused slogging. Flow allows you to get more done in less time, without feeling stressed or burnt out. It's like having a time turner that allows you to accomplish twice as much in half the time. Flow helps you connect with your passions and values, giving your life a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. It's like discovering your own personal North Star, guiding you towards a life of fulfillment and contribution. Flow isn't just about achieving external success. It's about cultivating inner peace and joy. People who experience flow regularly report higher levels of well-being and life satisfaction. It's like having a constant source of sunshine radiating from within. Now, let's be real, the path to flow isn't always smooth sailing. We face a barrage of obstacles, both internal and external, that can throw us off course. But fear not. With the right strategies, you can navigate these rapids and reach the calm waters of flow. Sometimes, the biggest obstacles to flow reside within our own minds. These psychological barriers can be sneaky and persistent, like those pesky telemarketers who always seem to call during dinner. But with awareness and the right strategies, we can overcome them. Procrastination, the art of delaying tasks until the last minute, usually accompanied by a healthy dose of anxiety and guilt. It's like that friend who always shows up late, leaving you waiting and wondering if they'll ever arrive. Procrastination is a flow killer because it prevents us from fully engaging with the task at hand. We're constantly thinking about what we should be doing, creating inner turmoil that makes it impossible to be present and focused. Break down tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks, like slicing a giant pizza into bite-sized pieces. Set deadlines for each chunk and reward yourself for completing them. Also, try to identify the root cause of your procrastination. Are you afraid of failure? Do you feel overwhelmed? Addressing the underlying emotions can help you overcome this hurdle. Our minds are incredible tools, but they can also be our worst enemies, like a hyperactive puppy that just won't settle down. Overthinking can lead to analysis paralysis, where we get so caught up in analyzing every detail that we never actually take action. This constant mental chatter drowns out the inner voice of intuition and prevents us from entering the flow state. Practice mindfulness techniques to quiet the mental chatter, like teaching that hyperactive puppy some obedience commands. Engage in activities that require focused attention, like meditation or mindful walking. Remember that sometimes good enough is better than perfect. Don't let the pursuit of perfection prevent you from taking action and experiencing flow. This insidious phenomenon plagues many high achievers, convincing them that they're not as talented or capable as others perceive them to be. It's like that nagging voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, even when you've achieved amazing things. Imposter syndrome creates self-doubt and anxiety, making it difficult to fully embrace challenges and trust our abilities. This fear of being found out can prevent us from taking risks and fully engaging in activities where we could potentially shine. Acknowledge these thoughts and feelings without judgment, like acknowledging that telemarketers call without engaging in a conversation. Focus on your past achievements and remind yourself of your strengths. Seek support from mentors or trusted friends who can offer encouragement and perspective. Remember, everyone experiences self-doubt at times. Don't let it hold you back from pursuing your passions and experiencing the joy of flow. Our social environment can also create obstacles to flow, like strong currents that can pull us off course. Societal pressures, expectations, and the constant connectivity culture can make it challenging to create the space and focus needed for flow. In today's hyper-connected world, we're constantly bombarded with information and demands on our attention. Emails, social media notifications, and the expectation of instant replies can make it difficult to disconnect and focus on the task at hand. It's like trying to read a book in a crowded coffee shop with a constant stream of people interrupting you. Set boundaries for your digital consumption, like creating a no-phone zone in your home or workspace. Turn off notifications during focused work periods, like putting a "Do Not Disturb" sign on your door. Communicate your availability clearly to colleagues and clients, like setting office hours or letting them know you'll respond to emails within a certain time frame. Remember, it's okay to disconnect and prioritize your own well-being. We live in a culture that often values external validation and achievement. It's easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to others, leading to feelings of inadequacy or envy. This constant comparison can disrupt our focus and prevent us from appreciating our own unique path and progress. It's like comparing your behind-the-scenes footage to someone else's highlight reel. Cultivate a gratitude practice, focusing on your own strengths and accomplishments, like appreciating the unique flavors of your own homemade dish instead of envying the perfectly plated meal in a gourmet magazine. Remember that everyone's journey is different. Unfollow social media accounts that trigger feelings of comparison or inadequacy, like unsubscribing from those cooking channels that make you feel like a culinary failure. Surround yourself with supportive people who celebrate your successes and encourage your growth, like a group of friends who cheer you on, even if your cake comes out a little lopsided. The constant stream of information and social updates can create a sense of urgency and a fear of missing out on something important. This FOMO can pull our attention in multiple directions, making it difficult to settle into a state of focused flow. It's like trying to watch 5 different TV shows at the same time. You end up missing the best parts of all of them. Practice mindful awareness of your thoughts and feelings, like noticing the urge to check your phone every 5 minutes. Recognize when FOMO arises and gently redirect your attention to the present moment, like savoring each bite of your meal instead of scrolling through Instagram. Remind yourself that true fulfillment comes from within, not from external validation or fleeting experiences. By recognizing and addressing these psychological and social barriers, you can create a more conducive environment for flow. Remember, mastering flow is an ongoing journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself, experiment with different strategies, and celebrate your successes along the way. The flow state is not a mystical experience reserved for a select few. It's a natural human potential that we can all tap into with practice and intention. By understanding the science and philosophy of flow, and by implementing the practical techniques outlined in this video, you can master this state and unlock a world of effortless success. But remember, flow is not just about achieving external goals. It's about experiencing a deep sense of joy, fulfillment, and purpose in the process itself. As Mihai Csikszentmihalyi eloquently puts it, the best moments in our lives are not the passive, receptive, relaxing times The best moments usually occur if a person's body or mind is stretched to its limits in a voluntary effort to accomplish something difficult and worthwhile. So how can you start cultivating flow in your daily life? Here are a few practical first steps. Morning focus ritual. Start your day with a 10-minute mindfulness meditation or journaling session. This will help clear your mind, set your intentions for the day, and prime your mind for flow. It's like setting the table for a delicious breakfast. You're preparing your mind for a feast of focused energy and creative inspiration. Flow breaks. Incorporate short, flow breaks throughout your day. Engage in an activity that you enjoy and that allows you to disconnect from work and recharge your mental batteries. This could be a quick walk in nature, listening to your favorite music, or even a few minutes of doodling. It's like taking your mind for a walk in the park, a refreshing break from the daily grind. Evening reflection. Before bed, take a few minutes to reflect on your day. What activities brought you a sense of flow? What challenges did you face? This reflection will help you identify patterns and refine your approach to cultivating flow. It's like reviewing your day's highlights and lowlights, a valuable tool for personal growth and self-awareness. Imagine a world where individuals, communities, and entire industries operate from a place of flow. Creativity would flourish, productivity would soar, and a sense of collective purpose would unite us. By mastering the flow state, we not only unlock our own potential, but we also contribute to a brighter future for all. So, embrace the challenge, cultivate your passions, and let the flow carry you towards a life of effortless success. The journey may be challenging at times, but the rewards are immeasurable. As the ancient Chinese proverb says, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Take that first step today and embark on your own path to flow.